Live from the nation's capital, the State of the Union address and the Democratic response. Now reporting, George Stephanopoulos.
Good evening and welcome to ABC's live coverage of President Trump's first State of the Union. Anchor David MUIR. And David, we were at the White House today with the president. He talked about healing this divide. Also, it was interesting, towards the end of that lunch, he talked about what he learned as president this year. Learned he has to work with heart and soul, different from business.
Absolutely, because he campaigned on being a businessman, obviously, but he said a lot of the skills you learn as a businessman he's brought to the White House with them, and he said you really do what's best for almost purely monetary reasons when you're a businessman. You make your money, you're competing against people you often don't like, you want to win. But he said that in what is normally an off-the-record moment with anchors from all the different networks, and he said, I have learned that it takes heart and compassion to govern.
David, the president sounded like he meant it when he said it.
He really did. And, you know, to make his point, it'll make conservatives happy. But I was thinking about all the voters, George, that we just talked to in Pennsylvania, in Michigan, in Wisconsin. We went in particular to districts where it was less than 1% the difference between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And then when we were at that lunch today at the White House, and I asked him, what will he say to the people who are still not convinced he hasn't brought any more people into the fray in many of the places that we talked to them? And he said, I would consider it a great achievement if we could make our country united. That's what he told us today, if I could unite this country. But as you could see in that chamber tonight, Democrats rarely standing, and certainly not on any of the policy proposals, not even on infrastructure, George, which is something the Democrats have talked long about as well.